Today we are going to talk about the different candidates for the 2012 presidential election. First, we will introduce a few different candidates. Then we will see how much Lower Moreland students know about the different candidates. Let's begin with our current president, Barack Obama. Obama is the 44th president of the U.S. and a Democrat. This means that he is the only Democrat running for presidency. Next, we have Michelle Bachmann. She is the first Republican woman to be in the House of Representatives in Minnesota. She was elected into the Minnesota State Senate in 2000. Before that, she was a federal tax litigation attorney for 5 years. Another big name in the 2012 presidential election is the Republican Mitt Romney. He has dual degrees from Harvard Law and Business School. In 2002, he became the governor of Massachusetts. The last candidate we are going to talk about is Republican candidate Rick Perry. He's the governor of Texas and graduated from Texas A&M.
In our survey that we had students take, we mostly saw that students knew nothing or very little about the presidential election. They also mostly wanted Obama to win, but partly because that was the only one they knew. Really, students at LM just don't know very much about what is going on in their own country.
We did an interview with a teacher to find out what he thinks about the presidential election.
We're here with Mr. Beck to talk about the presidential candidates. Our first question is, how much do you know about the people running for the 2012 presidential election?
I think, relatively speaking, I have a pretty firm grasp of who's running for president.
Okay, so our second question is, what traits would you say will be in a good president?
Well, one thing that I always look for when I'm looking for someone running for president is their voting record. So if they've held elected office before, how did they actually vote? I think it's nice to look for qualities like leadership or other abstract concepts like honesty. But what I really look at is how have they voted in the past, and does that align with my views of what should happen in the world?
Alright. So how much do you think that Lower Moreland students know about the election?
I think the Lower Moreland students know something about the election. I think you tend to see kids know a little bit more as you work your way up through the grade levels. Some of those kids may have a little bit more interest because they are able to vote or will be able to vote in the next election because they're 18 or turning 18.
So do you think it's important for students to know about the election and political standards?
I definitely do think it's important. I think a large part of why Barack Obama got elected in the last election was he connected with younger voters. And I think the more people are aware of the politics in their country sooner, the more they can try to vote for candidates that will create a future that they want.
Alright. That includes our interview with Mr. Beck. On our survey, it shows that most students have little or no knowledge on the candidates, and that the only candidate that most of them know was Obama. Most people think that a good president is a person who does something right by the people and is well educated. This concludes our show for today. Be sure to be tuned for next time. Bye.